We'd like to take a minute here at Redline Radio LLC to thank all of our great sponsors. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Redline Radio and home of our original studio. With two convenient locations, one on the east side, you can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, and that west side location is also the home of Redline Radio Studio number 1. You can call them at 216-398-7373. At either location, mention Redline Radio and get 10% off your purchase. Speaking of sponsors that sponsor stations, Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the state-of-the-art Studio number 2. Growing Wings Adult Services has over 7 years experience taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, contact Lisa today at 234-334-7547. And as testified by all their satisfied customers, Dynatech's diamond saw blades are the fastest cutting, longest lasting. Customer satisfaction is how we measure success at Dynatech, and our engineers are always available to help you troubleshoot and solve a problem on your job site. Dynatech is the only saw blade company recommended by the pavement marking manufacturing industry. They're located in Elyria, Ohio. Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. You can contact Dynatech today at 1-800-466-9001, or you can visit their website at dynatech.com. NASCAR fans, if you're looking at getting specialized past or present NASCAR diecast and model car kits, you reach out to Pit Road Diecast. Bill Rabbits and the team are there for all your diecast needs. Call them today, 216-355-2347. Mention Redline Radio and get $5 off your in-store purchase. Let's not forget about the official merchandise provider of all things Redline Radio. That would be Incredible Keepsakes. T-shirts, cups, binders, keychains, you name it, Incredible Keepsakes can make it. The official merchandise provider for Redline Radio LLC and our show hosts. Call Mike and Diane today at 440-242-9648 or check out all their great merchandise at IncredibleKeepsakes.com. As Diane always says, cherished moments are made to last forever. Let's talk about home improvement. When we talk home improvement, we talk Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. Bathrooms, kitchens, windows, doors, siding, radio stations, and so much more. Residential or commercial, call Will today, 440-731-7654, and tell him Redline Radio sent you. Bad Juju still remains the official band of Redline Radio LLC, covering all your favorites from the 80s and 90s. To book Bad Juju today, contact Chad Moon at 440-458-0209. Lucy's Pub is where we go when we like to unwind after a busy day. Located at 2218 Broadview Road in Cleveland, Ohio, Michelle and the staff at Lucy's are always committed to giving their guests the best experience. Join them every Friday night for karaoke and, of course, all your hometown sports games. Call them today, 216-675-0013. Stock car racing fan, I am the premier stock car racing series in Northeast Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. Redline Radio is proud to sponsor the Ohio Wheelman Series. Still looking for sponsors for 2023? No better way to get your logo out there than on the fastest street stocks in the state. Not to mention, local racers are some of the most loyal people when it comes to supporting local sponsors. Reach out to Will Wiggins today about how you can be a part of the Ohio Wheelman Series. Driveway looking a little rough? Well, we know who to call. ACS, Affordable Concrete Solutions, LLC. Call them today at 440-714-1987 or go to their website, Affordable Concrete Solutions, LLC. You can also email them at Affordable Concrete Solutions, LLC redlineradio@gmail.com. Looking to advertise with a radio station? Get a hold of Dave at Redline Radio at 440-503-0828. And for all of our programming information, check out redlineradiolllc.com. You know what else we got there? A 24-hour live radio station playing all kinds of music all day and all night. You can also check us out on social media at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, LinkedIn. And if you want to take Redline Radio on the go with you, download the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
A lot of fresh meat in the studio tonight. I've got a wicked hard on. Tonight, we have... I believe that's supposed to be the Slut Tree. I don't know what that is. The Slut Tree Trudy Tune. Miguel Cafe and the band Glass Arrows. Oh. And the lovely smell of sulfur of fresh souls. Time to go to hell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick this bitch off with the host of Loud and Fucking Local, the sinister sulfur, the heathen of Cleveland, the suburban saint of the wastelands, and the devil's contrast. And the orgasm maker, Mr. Jeff James.
Fuck yeah. It's the sultry Judy June, not the slut tree.
I was wondering what the fuck that was.
I think I spelled it right.
That I can't read.
Yeah, the orgasm maker. Like that one? I was just trying to throw you off with that every time we do it. Oh fuck yeah, Loud and Local.
What are you doing?
Loud and Local back again. Another episode. Had an amazing weekend. Actually, an amazing week, really. Yeah, tonight on the show, Judy June with me right now. Lisa, Black Road, Features Productions. We have the band Glass Arrows, the band Miguel Cafe in the studio tonight. Getting ready for some big shows. Music by The Commitment Issues, The Mist, This Summer, Unharrowed, and God's Hand. Last night we had the show Rock Music Night at Front Street Social Club. Very cool. We'll talk about it later. We also have, you've all seen Driving Miss Daisy. Well, tonight we have Driving Miss Lisa.
Yes.
Captured some amazing photos. We've been capturing such good stuff lately. And from baby hands to all your pool floats and all that great stuff.
Shoes.
Your shoes, your beach shoes. Those were lovely. The fish. Yeah. Do you wear those still?
Every time I go to the pool.
I bet. Also, we have two different news reports today. I'm going to continue with the Scott Stapp stories. I know how exciting that is for everyone to know about Scott Stapp from Creed.
From Screed.
From Screed.
You can tell we don't sleep
tonight.
Yeah. Can't spell, can't speak.
I think you spelled it right, I just can't read.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
I hesitated.
Yeah.
As much as I love Judy, she's a slut.
No. She's sultry.
Sultry.
Yes.
What's Satan saying about me over there?
Satan.
He's Satan. Who knows?
I would drink your period bathwater.
Oh, God. You're so disgusting. God.
You can tell we need sleep today.
It took over for me. There we go. And let there be light.
Yeah, smack it around a little bit. It'll be all right.
Smack it.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said. She spits bad on it.
Spit spat.
Yeah. So also today we'll do the Scott Stapp thing from Creed, and then we're also going to do a little in-depth thing about abandoned Cleveland. It's all like abandoned cities and towns and stuff. Got me thinking about Helltown. So I
Yeah.
wanted I think that thing's possessed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it got me started on that, and then we're going to talk about some of our sponsor news, stuff we did with Terrence Knight. We met with him today. Some of the stuff that's going on. Front Street has a new chef and a new menu. We're going to show that, and then we're going to show all the pictures from all weekend long.
Cool.
So let's first jump into the Driving Miss Daisy, and this is Driving Miss Lisa. And Satan, if you can pull those up for us. And then while we're showing those, we have to tell the story about.
That looks like a young Lisa.
Yeah, that's a younger Lisa right there,
Yeah. That's me.
getting ready for getting in the car, taking a drive, as she normally dresses. Yeah, there's another one of Lisa, different hairstyle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look different.
Yeah.
Short hair with Miley Cyrus.
Yep.
Kind of look alike.
Then there's another one of her behind the wheel.
That's a 5-year-old Lisa.
And there's another
Yeah.
one of her bitching at somebody behind her.
Yeah, we're like, what you doing?
What you doing back there? Right. There's another
I
one of
was
Lisa.
like, Jeff.
I feel like there's a strobe light going on.
That's definitely her yelling Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get yelled at all the time. There's another
Yeah.
perplexed
I'm like,
look.
what?
That's her looking at me.
Like-
Perplexed, like,
That's exactly Lisa's face.
yeah, it
like,
is her
what?
face. There's another one of
This is me
Lisa.
crying when I'm stuck in traffic.
This
You
was
know
when
I
we
wanna go.
when we circled around Bellevue for the fifth time.
Yeah.
There-
That same Circle K, Jeff. The same Circle K.
saying we pulled in, we were lost, and we're in like that's the best one right there.
Yeah.
That really
That's drunk Lisa.
that
it's
drunk
like me.
Lisa.
Yeah.
That really does look like you, and that's me
Like,
screaming in the car.
Yeah.
That's
Her
closer to
driving.
Tim.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it looks a little more like you, Tim.
Tim's not here.
Oh, that's right. That's
intense
strike number
me.
one. And there's another one of you driving.
It's me intense.
So we were in Sandusky, and then we were in Toledo on Wednesday. Yeah. That's me in the car, like, oh Jesus Christ!
You
I'm
missed
just happy we get somewhere alive. And then
We missed the exit.
there's another one. But, yeah. So we drove back from Toledo, and instead of getting on the turnpike, we decided, we're just going to use GPS and let GPS lead us on our way. And we saw Bellevue 5 times. Like we really went in a circle 5 times because they had all these detours. Remember all the detours?
Yes.
It was raining hard. It was
Couldn't
nighttime.
see nothing.
Couldn't see nothing. And we were in residential areas. Then we were in downtown areas, and we saw, I think, 7 or 8 different rural towns
Yeah.
from Toledo to Cleveland. 2-hour drive took us about 4.5 hours.
It did.
It was bad.
It was. We were so angry at the end.
We were
Like,
fighting
oh.
with each other.
Yes.
She yelled the fuck word at me
A few
in
times.
the car.
I did.
Shut your fucking mouth! I saw the turnpike sign.
I did.
Oh, there it goes.
You made me proud, Lisa.
Lisa, there's the turnpike sign. And then we were on that road for another 2 hours.
Yeah, because I got on the turnpike and look what we did.
We got
Oh,
off.
there's the damn Circle K again.
We got on the turnpike, and then it said to exit
Wiggins
towards
Road.
Cleveland. We got
Yeah.
off the exit towards Cleveland, and then there's nowhere going towards Cleveland.
Nope. Same Circle K.
We saw the Circle K 3 times. And then I stopped to get directions with that girl in like Clyde, Ohio.
You were so mad.
I was so
He
pissed
come
off.
out, so he's like Satan. He was like, "Don't you ever send me in there again for no chocolate." I'm like, "You're the one wanting chocolate, dude." He goes, "Oh yeah, that's right."
That girl is retarded.
He was so mad. I'm
He
gonna
gave me the
kill that
worst
girl.
directions ever.
Yeah,
I was
she's
more
on
confused.
crack.
Yeah, I was more confused after the directions than before.
He kept saying, "She's on crack. I just know it. She's on crack."
She was on crack. Oh my god, that was a nightmare.
It was.
And then, so Tim, I also sent you pictures from.
Who the fuck is Tim?
I'm tired, bro. It's over. I don't know where I am or what's
See,
going on right
everybody
now.
screams the F word at you. See?
It was this in the car. You missed the exit. You should just shut the fuck up, right? Shut the fuck up. I saw the sign. It's wet out here, and I don't want to slam on the brakes. I'm like, there's nobody around us.
So what? So what's he make me do? I slam on the brakes.
Yeah, and then you park in the middle of the
Yep.
freeway.
Yep. Sure do. Back up.
Back up.
Spinning the tires.
Spinning the tires. I'm like, how come we're not moving? She's like,
It's fucking wet.
tires are spinning. I'm like, why?
Because it's the
Just
road's
go
wet.
slow.
No, you have me
Oh,
mad.
man. I know you're mad. Shit.
Yeah. You can only be yelled at so many times.
I like yelled at you twice.
No, you didn't.
Most of the time, I was just yelling out of anger because I saw Bellevue 5 times.
And that's my fault. It's your stupid GPS too.
Yeah. The funny thing was, Judy is I'm looking at her GPS. I'm like, this thing's fucked up, right? So I put my GPS on. It's leading us in the same direction. We're both looking at the same GPS, going the same route. I was like, oh man, we're
The
so
Adventures
fucked.
of Jeff and Lisa.
Yeah. So I made the decision, the executive decision when we go to Columbus next month. You know, we're not driving at night.
No.
We're just gonna get a room and sleep
Yeah.
over.
And we're having a car with a GPS.
Yeah.
I should have
And,
drove my truck.
Yeah. You took what's his name's car, and
Yes.
that car is, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about it. It was nice. It was nice he let us use it. That's all I want to say.
It got us A to B.
Yeah. Do you remember when I had my meltdown and had to have a cigarette?
Yes.
2 hours of driving in the car, and finally I just melted down. I was like, that's it.
Did.
Pull over. I can't take it anymore. Can't smoke in the car, Jeff.
Can't smoke in the car.
Shit. Just pull over. I don't care where we
Kill
are.
me.
Yeah. We're in the middle of freaking nowhere. All right. So, Satan, I sent over pictures of when me and Lisa were in the recording studio, when we were in Sandusky, and then when we were in Toledo, Ohio. That's a whole group of photos. There's photos with me in a band outside of a club called Jordan's, I think.
Yeah.
And then I sent you some pictures from last night's show, and we'll just put them all up at once and go through them. So yeah, we had last night's show at Front Street Social Club. We sold it out. I was surprised we sold it out. Wasn't really expecting to sell it out.
Yeah, it was good though.
Figured there'd be 40 or 50 people, but
The
it
band
ended
was
up
really
being
good.
yeah, it ended up being really, really good.
Mhm.
So good that Brock paid off our tab
Yeah, he was happy.
and paid for the band's food.
It was good.
Yeah, it was great.
It tells you what kind of owner he is. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah,
Not too many people are like that.
I spent a lot of time talking to him outside last night, in between the bands and stuff. And you were out there with us too.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the club and the different shows coming up. We were talking about, Glass Arrows playing and stuff. And he's excited about having all the shows.
Yeah,
And he's booked us all the way through November and December and into January.
right.
Hey, Tim, you have those? I'm just playing, man.
He's not listening.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I had a great time last night, and then we have Thirsty Girl Thursday, right? That's coming up
Yeah.
on
Thursday.
Thursday night, and you're headlining that
Yeah, Lucy's.
at Lucy's, yep, with Blue Illusion, which I don't know if you've checked them out yet. They are a Tri-City High School rock off band too, and their music is really cool. It's really mellow.
Yes.
It's completely different than what like Antimatter is and stuff. This is a totally different spectrum where you can hear like Beatles and some newer rock stuff.
I like him.
Yeah. And AJ Chase opening that show. And that'll be happening on Thursday. Kind of like a ladies' night for the ladies only.
Right.
So if you're coming in through the door, you get half off. If you're a lady, first 5 girls through the door get a little gift package from us. And this should be fun.
Yes.
I haven't done a Thursday show in forever. It's been years and years since I did a Thursday
I think
show.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, we got drink specials that we're doing. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And then we turn around, and then Saturday we're back at Front Street Social Club again,
Yes.
and that's gonna be a good show.
Yes.
We have Miguel Cafe opening that show,
Mhm.
and I'm sure I'll see you there, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna come in and see us, and then
What day is that?
that Saturday night,
Or the night before?
Thursday night
Thursday.
at Lucy's
Thursday.
Thirsty Girl
Yes.
Thursdays.
Did say that.
Yeah, the show that's gonna be dedicated to female performers.
Sure.
You should come up. It'd be fun.
Get some souls.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of souls. Probably no virgins, but.
You heard me call the slut tree. I want the slut tree.
The slut tree. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to pick some really fucked up words next week for you. Oh man, that's funny. The slut tree.
Don't do it. I'll fuck them up.
And next week's show starts at 10 a.m. I'm just
What?
playing.
And that has been the Loud and Local Show.
Yeah, that was it for Loud and Local.
No more.
All right, so yeah, there's Toledo. We're at a cool club called the Whiskey River Tavern. They closed early. We met with Oblivion. And we went down to this Jordan's. But that's me and Lisa inside the Whiskey Tavern doing the old fist bump.
Yeah.
That was a good day, and those burgers were freaking delicious.
They were good.
That's us with Oblivia outside of Jordan's place in Toledo. And you
It
can
was
see,
still raining.
yeah, it was raining.
Mhm.
And that's in the studio when we recorded your song.
Mhm.
She wrote a song, and then I played the music on it. There's her all super happy in the corner there with her dimples. That's the State Theater in downtown Sandusky. Sandusky was really cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool places. Yeah, maybe I threw multiples of you in there. Or no, that's with your head tilted back.
I was
We had to
like,
get
"What?"
two of them. Cool I am. There's
Oh, yeah.
the,
He's like, make a mug.
There's the gangster picture. That was at Daly's in Sandusky. And then that was the famous picture that we got all the
Yeah.
hits on Facebook with. And that was in Whiskey River Tavern, I think. So there's this cool place. I don't know if you've seen it, Judy. It's called Halo Live in Sandusky. And it's a venue inside of a church.
It's really cool.
Super cool. When you first go inside, that's the stage in the basement. They have a basement stage, and then upstairs they have an upstairs where the pulpit would be and stuff. Where, where you go and do service. They have a big stage for that. Still even have the pipe organ in there.
Mhm.
And that's me with Ben out front. He looks like a total rock star.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a
Starts.
ton of fun.
Mhm.
So yeah, we hit Sandusky. We went to Halo Live. That church was really cool. They have a recording studio upstairs.
Right.
All the like confession rooms are like vocal rooms and stuff. And then yeah, and then the whole downstairs area. I can't remember what it was called. Was it called the dead room or something like that?
I don't know, but I felt dead down there.
Oh yeah, it was some creepy feelings in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then we had the show last night, which was super cool.
Mhm.
And this was pretty good weekend.
Yeah. It was
From-
busy.
Busy. Well, Wednesday was a super long day.
Yeah, Wednesday to Sunday. Even today has been busy.
Everything was fantastic Wednesday until we left.
Yes.
Toledo.
The last 2 hours.
The last
home.
4.5 hours. Of
Then I had that
driving.
long drive home too. I was like,
Yeah. And she's like, I'm like, hey, text me when you get home so I know you got home safe. And I never saw that text. I just fell asleep on the bed, like holding my phone, like I'm never gonna make it.
yeah.
I was ready for bed like 3.5 hours before that. So, all right. Well, what we're gonna do, Tim, is we're gonna take a. Jeez, man, that's 3 times in a row. I'm fucked.
Show's over now.
Yeah.
You're done.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play God's Hand. It's the man, I can't remember the name of the song off the top of my head. Fuck it. It's called God's Hand, and it's a pretty cool song. It's like sludge doom metal with like dubstep and hardcore.
That's
That's
different.
the one you sent to the email.
That's the one who sent to the email. Yeah. It's like an
Satan's sleeping
MP3.
too.
It's all good. I
We're all
called
sleeping today.
I called Satan Tim 4 times in a row. You enjoy this. God's hand. That was God's hand. I remember the song title now.
I feel like they was calling.
The Doer of the Blues. That's what it was called. I had a brain cramp for a second. So just a quick story. When we were at the church, we were in the basement, and Lisa was touched by Satan, I believe, in the church because she started sweating like crazy, and I think God's hand was playing in her head.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
playing something.
You know, I went to put my arm around you to say something. You're just like a pull us. I'm like, what's wrong? It's like, I'm just not feeling well.
Nah, I
As
sweat.
soon as you stepped out of the church, you were
I was
fine.
fine. Yep,
As soon as you stepped in that church, it was like
it was over.
it was over with.
Hmm.
And I thought I would be the one that would catch fire. It was you.
It was me.
Everybody thinks you're the good girl. You're really the bad one.
I don't know. It was a Catholic church, so I don't know.
She's my right
There's
hand
things up
woman.
in there. You know what they say? about
She is
the
Satan's
Catholic
girl.
Church?
Yeah, I know. I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a cool
Something
venue,
bad.
though. That place is super cool. Hopefully you get everything straightened out spiritually before we go back.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You won't be able to go in the basement. You have to stay upstairs the whole time.
Now that's where the venue I'm gonna be doing is in the basement.
No, I know it. I'm gonna be upstairs where it's safe and happy. No spirits.
What was creepy was the rocking chair in the corner.
Yeah. Just think
The
how many
light-
funerals they probably had in that church.
Yeah.
How many spirits they got?
Exorcism.
What you think? Maybe an exorcism.
Something. I'm telling you, something's bad in that
We
church.
could have had an exorcism on you that day.
Yeah. I was fired.
She was ready to levitate, man. You should have seen her though. She
Yeah,
really
I've never
looked
been
like
that ever.
she was
Ever.
flush. Her
Yeah.
hair got all
My hair
curly.
was all wet. My shirt was soaked. My hair was soaked.
I was like, good God.
I mean, you could go like this and it's like just sweat.
When I put my arm around there, I was like,
He went to go
good
tell me
God.
something. They were playing. I'm like, don't touch me. And he's like, and I'm like, I told you. Like, it was,
Mama's sweaty.
yeah, it was the whole entire time I was down there. But once I walked up and went over the threshold out that door, gone.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Right? There's something spiritual weird going on with
Yeah,
you.
my spirits was fighting something.
We need to have like a blessing done for you. An exorcism.
I don't got nothing to come in. I was fighting. My spirits was fighting as people was trying to get me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So, Judy, are you excited about the shows?
I'm like, are we going ghost hunting or something like that? Or-
Transition.
yeah.
We are
Yeah.
going to Helltown though.
We are going to Helltown. Yeah, we're doing that very soon. Have you been there?
No, where's that?
It's in Boston, Ohio. It's I was gonna read a little bit about it in our news report, but it's basically a town that was evacuated. The government said that there was a toxic spill, so they're saying it was a government cover up, and then they had to evacuate the whole town, and the town's never been back. I think there's one person that lives in town, one or two people that still have homes there. And they left everything. They left all the roads. They left their churches. The church is still an active working church, but they left everything, like the fire department. The whole town is gone,
Gone.
all vacant. And so they said two things happened. One was there was a chemical spill. That's what the government said. And then the government moved in. They occupied it for months and months and months, and nobody knows what they did there. And then the other thing they said was an environmental hazard because there's fires burning under the ground in the coal mines that they used to have.
Mhm.
And so you can actually see the smoke coming out. But have you seen the movie Silent Hill? I'm sure you heard about the movie Silent Hill.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
And there's a video game for it. That movie is based on Hell, Ohio, or Helltown, they call it, or Boston, Ohio. So it has a lot of reports of people seeing cryptids, people seeing Sasquatch, people seeing aliens, ghosts, hearing screaming. There's reports of satanic cults. There's reports of satanic rituals happening in the church and in the fields. You can't go there at night because it's too dangerous. But there's been a lot of people that will sneak in during the day and do filming and ghost hunting and paranormal stuff. And we're going. So that's me, Lisa, a guy named Matt Gutka, and then Oblivia's singer and his girl. They have a show, a paranormal show. And we're going to go and film and walk around and check everything out. I'm not going at night. There ain't no way I'm going at night. I don't care if we have weapons or guns or whatever we go with. I'm not doing night. Well, I don't like the nighttime anyway. I don't like getting lost. You want to do nighttime? I'm going back to the car. I'll wait for you guys.
I'm not scared.
I'll never see you again the next day anyways. I'm not going in that church. Because there's reports that people that go in that church, they never see him again. There's been reports of that. Like people go to Helltown and just disappear. They're saying like portals and wormholes or whatever weirdness goes on there.
No, the government's probably taking them.
Yeah, could be the government. Well, the government had their whole toxic spill cover up that
Supposed
they
to be
had.
some kind of big trash, like a trash dump that caught on fire.
Yeah.
Like suck.
But if it was a toxic spill and it was like something weird that happened, then don't you think that it would have affected other areas of Ohio? Right? And there would have been more of a notice about it. But yeah, it just happened there and they just evacuated that town.
Our government does weird things, just like they did in West Virginia too. They did the same thing.
So while we're talking about Tim, let's do that. I can't. I don't know. Fuck Tim. Today,
Doing it on purpose now.
I'll tell you what, Tim. Let's talk about Land of the Lost while we're on that subject anyway, because I want to tell you a little bit about some cool stuff I found out about Ohio. And I have a little banner, and there we go. That's some of Helltown and some of this place called Shawnee, Ohio. So there's 25 ghost towns in Ohio. 25 documented ghost towns where people have just up and left, right? There was a place called Moonville, Ohio. The town had approximately 100 residents at its peak in the 1800s. It declined in the 1900s as the coal mine started closing, and the last family abandoned Moonville in 1947. And the only thing that stands now, and that's Shawnee right there, is the school's foundation, a train tunnel, and a community cemetery. Okay, and then I was looking into this. Do you know that the largest tunnel in Ohio runs from Cincinnati under I-71? It runs for 1,000 yards.
Wow.
And it's just a tunnel that they built for no reason. I don't know why. It's just a tunnel, and they discovered it, right? Measuring 1,999 feet in length. And then there's a place called Renville. It looks like a town that time forgot. So Ohio's smallest town is buried in Wayne National Forest off State Route 13, 25 miles north of Athens. 34 residents live there. So it's even smaller than Doylestown.
Wow.
I believe there's somebody at the door. Are they knocking?
Hi.
Someone at the door.
Come on in. What's up, man? Then there's also, so I was telling you about the town of Boston, right? It's known by its sinister name, Helltown, right? It has a paranormal reputation of Boston equals many even surpass that of Moonville. Moonville is like a traditional folklore thing. Had the occultist activity, a federal cover-up, the whole bit. All right, so there's widespread claims that the church near Boston was actually a place of occult rituals and satanic worship. People point to apparent upside-down crosses on the building and the sign. The church is not what it seems. However, inverted crosses were common architectural features of the Gothic revival style of that period. So those crosses were upside down anyway. It wasn't something that happened later. And then they say it's a toxic cover-up where rumors of government cover-up. Some claim the federal government seized the area's land to cover up a toxic chemical spill. As a result of a spill, they were rumored sightings of mutated humanoids lurking in the area. That's where they got the cryptids and stuff like that. And then if you follow anything about like spills or nuclear spills like Chernobyl and stuff like that, yeah, there's animals that have like two heads. There's like mutated dogs and things like that. They've already found fish, that are mutated and stuff like that. And that's what happens when you have those spills anyway. But there was a python that was supposedly mutated by the chemicals, and the snake was reported to be up to 19 feet long and 20 inches wide.
Wow.
A mutated python.
Sounds about right.
You're anaconda, right? Yeah, so I would freak if I saw a python. First off, a regular sized python. I don't like snakes.
Either.
But if I saw one that big, I would. That's it for me, man. I'm pushing you in front of it and running.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Save me.
Okay, and then so I looked up a couple more things about abandoned places, right? The largest abandoned amusement park in Ohio, it was the tragic demise of Chippewa Lake Park, the Carousel of Chaos. Chippewa Lake Park was once known as Ohio's most beautiful playground, and now the Ohio Amusement Park is nothing more than ruins. Most people today know Chippewa as being an abandoned amusement park, best recognized for the Ferris wheel that have trees growing around it. It's like in the middle of nowhere, and this huge Ferris wheel, and then they have like a little ghost town and fun house and stuff like that. And then I wanted to look into abandoned malls. I wanted to see what's the biggest abandoned mall that Ohio ever had. It was Randall Park Mall, but I believe they demolished that now, didn't they? They tear that thing down.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was 2.2 million square feet. It was the biggest mall supposed for future retail in Ohio when it was opened in August 11th of 1976. So once they closed, the only thing that was still standing inside was the elevators, whatever those things are called, escalators.
It's kind of like the
Frozen in time.
Rolling Acres Mall.
Yeah. Well, that was my abandoned Ohio. And that's how we got the idea to go to Hell, Ohio. Because I started looking into all the different abandoned places and all the places that are shut down, the little towns and the ghost towns and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, man, Matt doesn't live far from Helltown. We got to go there. So I'm excited about doing that. So, all right, we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to play the band Unharrowed. I believe that's how it's spelled. The song is called Fatal Flaw. When we take our break, we're going to bring up a couple of the guys from Miguel Cafe and Glaceros, and we'll continue talking, and we're going to talk to them about what they got coming up. All right?
Great. Yep.
What's up, Tucker? Good bass playing the other night. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, front tree. Unharrowed, the Fatal Flaw. All right, we're back. Fatal Flaw on Harold. Cool band. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Here with the
Good.
members of Glass Arrows. This is very cool, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. I love having the bands on. I try to do this for all the shows we have coming up, so we can feature you and hear stories of shows and what you got going on. So, what I'm gonna do is I know all your names, but I'm gonna have you introduce yourselves like we've done before, right? Introduce yourself and tell me what you do in the band. What's that?
See, he doesn't know your name.
Yes, I do. I got it this time.
Sometimes I barely know my name.
Yeah, I'm really bad with names, but that's why I normally have the bands introduce
He hasn't
themselves.
got my name right all night.
What'd you say, Tim? I'm sorry, Satan. I'm already going to hell, so you can't do anything about it. Right?
I can make your life live in hell.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time in the car with Lisa, so I don't know, really, if you can make it much worse. She'd be like, you can drive, but no, I'm good, you drive. Then I can't have any drinks. She's like the designated driver. All the time.
Good to have a DD.
Yeah, but she doesn't really drink much. And when we go out, I like to have a couple of drinks, like one or two. One or two.
I don't know. She's saying like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Although Brock beat me last night, he had more than I did. I tried to keep up, but I couldn't. He's a professional, though. He owns a bar. Probably puts him away quite often. Matt Guka, we're talking about Hell, Ohio. Can't wait to go. We have another 2 people going now. Ghost Hunters now.
His niece wants to go.
Yeah. You want to go too, Tim? He's not going to answer. I meant to say so. You know.
No, you gotta be careful
If you
going there.
notice all
Yeah,
the people
stop
that are
that
going,
quick.
and that my same color.
Yeah. Oh, is it going to be like a scary movie type situation where the black guy always gets killed first?
And I
Don't worry, Lisa. Tim's with us.
can't run either.
He's going first. What was that scary movie? He's like, I know how this ends. It's a black guy who gets killed first. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Satan, you need to come along. That definitely. You need to come with us. You're the first one in the church. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. So, oh yeah, let's go around and introduce you
Bible
guys.
study that day.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, my name's Judy. I do lead vocals and guitar.
The sultry Judy June.
I'm Mike Brown. I play the drums.
I am Prince Tucker. I play the bass.
Prince Tucker. Got to watch you on Friday night. With,
Yeah.
What was the band's name?
Dueling Stooges.
That's right.
Dueling Stooges.
Very good.
Thank
That
you.
was a good show on Friday. And the sound system was really good. I've been tinkering with the sound system with them a little bit.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I ended up
Fun night.
taking over sound that night.
Yeah. It sounded really good.
Thank you. It was a fun night.
Yeah. Excellent. I'm glad to have you guys in here. And you have a show coming up with me real soon. This Thursday
at Lucy's.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'll be running sound for the first time. We have our own sound system. It's going to be fun. Right, Lisa? It's going to be a good night.
Pump for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all the celebration of female musicians in the Cleveland area. So you have to be a female singer, songwriter, or a member of the band has to be female or a female fronted band. So we came up with the idea for Thirsty Girl Thursday. It was kind of like at first it was like an anti-date night thing. And it's more of a celebration of girls in rock. So that's how that whole thing came up.
So I can't date any of them.
Cool. We've got a lot of.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can try.
We've got a lot of unreleased songs to play that we've been working on.
Great.
We were practicing last night, pretty late.
Yeah. How many songs do you plan to do? And you're headlining, so
Yeah, about 45 minutes worth.
that's excellent.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I've seen you play before. Lisa hasn't seen you play yet, so she's going to enjoy it. It's lots of fun. And what else do you guys have coming up in future dates?
Front Street Social on
Yeah.
the 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. That's a great venue.
Yeah. Like we said, we had a show up there last night. Sold out show. It was very busy. It was a lot of fun. All the bands played really great. It was one of the bands, they're going off to college, so it was the last time that they'll be performing as a band together, and they brought it last night. So everybody was on their game last night, and the crowd loved it. Doing all 80s hair metal, and people are singing along to all those old songs. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's great to have you. And then, I have you on a bunch of other things. I got you on some other shows at different venues. Then I also have you on Halloween.
Yeah.
That Halloween show's going to be killer, too.
Yeah, I love Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm all about Halloween.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely dress up for the event.
We can be the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd be the one.
Can I be Professor?
You can be whatever you like.
Yeah, go for it.
I think me and Lisa are going to be the Power Rangers, right? Isn't that what we decided on, Power Rangers?
I'll be Zordon.
Or I could be a pimp and you could be
Or one of those clay fighters, guys.
my trick. Yeah, Professor, I like that. But although Satan, I think I pretty much got you an outfit. I was going to get you the onesie Satan costume.
Yeah, not a onesie.
Onesie, dude, that's the best way. You would look fantastic.
I can barely fit 2 pieces.
We'll get Incredible Keepsakes to make it. They made that t-shirt for you. You look great. Little onesie with booties
Don't forget the pitchfork.
and the pitchfork. Yeah.
Heels, really high, pointy heels,
Does the-
stilettos.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You gotta get stilettos.
not better than the professor. He can be him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many souls you'd possess in stilettos, but I don't even know if you could walk around in those bitches.
Have you seen Prince?
In stilettos?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how many bitches Prince had?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Many.
Many.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was a player, right? Although I would like to see you climb the stairs into those stilettos.
Yeah, I'm not getting in stilettos.
Man, nobody can climb those stairs with stilettos, let alone climb those stairs, man. Did you enjoy the climb up the stairs? It's the biggest incline ever.
It's fine. I work in a lot of old houses, so
A lot of
I'm used
staircases.
to it.
And me and Tim walk up those things. We're like 80-year-old men. We're ready to die. We get to the top of it. When I got in here today, it was like 85 degrees. I had to lay on the floor. I thought I was going to have a seizure. I was just waiting for Lisa to come and be like, why are you on the floor? That sweat you broke into when you were at the church, that's how I felt climbing the stairs today. Carrying the guitars and all that shit. I'm like, this is why I don't play out ever. I had enough of that shit. There used to be a club in Cleveland. I can't remember what it was called, but they had like 80 stairs, and you had to go up all these stairs to play this venue on the top. It was like a big open area. And man, there was like 2 stairwells. You went up, and then there was a little landing, and then went up some more. And I had a big half-stack Randall at the time. I was like, fuck this. I'm never playing here again.
Thanks, Coop.
Amen. So yeah, I'm excited about what we have coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You jammed with me
Yeah, at Front Street.
at Front Street. A little inebriated. I was a little under the weather, Mom.
At Liquid Courage.
Yeah. Well, I said to Brock, I go, because I had him on the show, I go, yeah, I put myself first because I knew, especially after I went outside, I smoked this big blunt. I knew that I had to go first or I'd never make it to the stage, or like 6th or 7th, Or if I did make it to the stage, it was just going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
And it was okay. The first song went all right. Second song, I was starting to definitely feel the alcohol rushing through my body, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm really off time." I turned around and looked at him. I was like, "My bad, bro." And then I get back to it. But that was a lot of fun. That's the first time I told you. That's the first time I had been on stage since like 2012.
Wow, that's
I
a long
haven't really.
time.
I played guitar, like lead guitar, a couple times for a couple bands, but never like sat there and like sang my own stuff or anything in all that time. So, thank you for jumping in on drums. I definitely
course.
needed it. And, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm excited to see you guys play with us. I love talking to you about the paranormal stuff, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to keep talking about all that good stuff.
We got a special Halloween episode.
Yeah, we'll do a special Halloween episode. I'll have you come on that. Then when we do the Halloween show, I have two of them really. I have the vampire one on the 21st at Front Street. And that's just one band and a DJ. But then the 28th at Lucy's will be really super cool. And I'm excited about that. We have a costume contest. We have a Satan. It's the sultry,
If I wear stilettos, I'll win in that contest.
the sexiest
I'll vote for him
costume.
if you wear stilettos.
Maybe we could just get you a pair of stilettos to go with that onesie.
What if Crack makes some stilettos?
Waste your money.
Oh, God. Croc stilettos.
Yeah.
Crocs
They do.
stilettos?
Pretty sure that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Anything's a thing anymore. You can probably get anything made. And I'm sure Amazon has it. Amazon has everything.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm actually going to look that up as soon as we get done tonight. See if I can find that for you.
Pretty sure I'll die.
What about like tennis shoe stilettos?
You'll die of comfort, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Hey, most girls can't even walk in high heels. I've seen a lot of like TikToks of chicks in high heels that just can't do it. You know, I see Satan walking around in those things. I don't know if you can do it. I'm gonna get you some crutches though.
You'll be right.
Yeah, I know I couldn't do it. I have horrible balance. Those things are high up too.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever worn.
yeah. Have you ever
Stilettos.
worn stilettos? No, I couldn't see that. Bull in a china shop. Yeah. look like the robot from what was that fucking show called? Robot Chicken. I don't know. Somebody's tired. Somebody gets weird when they get tired. Right? All right, so I did this thing and I'm going to do it now. We're going to do the Breaking Spines news, okay? And you'll find this extremely interesting. It's very musically orientated. But last week we did the part one of Scott Stapp from Creed. He's making a comeback.
Isn't there going to be like a cruise or something like that?
Yeah, it's the
Is there a movie as well?
yeah, he just got done with rehab and he's back into the music scene. It's the what's the voyage called? The 99 Voyage or something that they're doing. This summer they're doing the tour, but it's going to be on a cruise ship.
I don't know. I just remember hearing about it.
Well, I'll tell you, this is going to give a little bit of a background on him. Every once in a while, we'll talk about a musician who has a crazy lifestyle. But, so he had a drug-induced mental breakdown, which I told Lisa on the last show actually sounds kind of fun. But,
I mean, it sounds like you took it with arms wide open.
fantastic. That's great. Yep. And, so yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the dude. All right.
All right.
So, and I know you're so excited about this. You're a big Creed fan, aren't you? Yeah. Saw this.
Look, she's giving you.
Saw all the CDs in your house. You and your man used to dance around the living room, right? Wasn't "Arms Wide Open" your wedding song? No, I don't know.
Relax, Jeff.
Yeah, I think I get yelled at in the car. Wait till after the show. All right, so Scott Stapp is an American singer, best known as the lead vocal and lyricist of the rock band Creed. He also fronted the band Art of Anarchy and released 3 solo albums, The Great Divide, Proof of Life, and The Space Between the Shadows. He was married twice. First wife was Hillary Burns. That marriage lasted 1 year. He's also going through a divorce with Jacqueline Stapp at the moment, and he married her in 2006, and they're divorcing now. He has one child named Jagger Stapp. And listed in Wikipedia, he's listed as a rock star. You know, like, can you look up different people and they have like different like things next to their name, like entrepreneur or whatever? His says rock star. I thought that was interesting.
I'd give it to him.
Yeah. His net worth is $1 million. Not bad. His date of birth was August 8th, 1973. He just had a birthday. He's 50 years old and he lives in Orlando, Florida. And that's where he grew up. He attended Lake Highland Preparatory School in Orlando, which is where he first met Mark Tremonti. Mark Tremonti was the guitar player that he played with in Creed, and then Mark Tremonti started the band Alter Bridge with Miles Kennedy. And Miles Kennedy was the singer for Guns N' Roses when they got inducted into Hall of Fame, and Axl Rose refused to show up, so Miles Kennedy. The two of them would reunite later after they're both students at Florida State University. They formed a strong friendship based on their shared passion for music and went on to collaborate together musically. Creed's debut album, My Own Prison, in 1997 was released a great mainstream success, sold over 6 million copies. They followed that up in 99 with the equally, if not more successful, Human Clay, which went on to be a certified diamond by RIAA, which I'm not sure what that is. But it was 11 times platinum. Their third album, Weathered, in 2001, was once again a multi-platinum selling album. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Creed went on a national tour to support their third album. But a controversial concert in Chicago at the end of the tour sparked tensions between band members that ultimately led to their breakup, and Creed disbanded in 2004. Do you guys know what happened at that concert?
Stapp got drunk or something?
Yeah, did you ever see the videos of it?
No.
Yeah, so it's all over YouTube.
Somebody's life.
No, it's even worse than that. He got completely shit-faced drunk, like blackout drunk. And he went out to perform with the band at a show in Chicago. It's on YouTube. And he's just...
Are we going to watch it?
No, we're not going to watch it.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, you guys can watch it on your own. It's fantastic. He's screaming at the audience, yelling at his band members, laying on the stage, acting the fool. And they had to cancel the show in the middle of the set.
Why? It sounded interesting.
He could not perform.
Really?
He
He was performing.
All I'm imagining is him laying down, like, reach up. Can you take me higher?
It was like this. That's final pain. Slurring his words and
I mean, Eddie Vedder does
spitting
it,
on
right?
himself. Yeah, well, Eddie Vedder sounds
Eddie
like
Vedder
he's
will
high
drink
as
a
hell,
whole
though.
bottle of wine and just be like, yeah, I'm real drunk. We're going to sing Even Flow. Guess the words.
Yeah.
I don't know any words, any Pearl Jam songs because it's like,
Have you ever, like, tried to look up the words to Yellow Lead Butter? You're like,
Yeah.
is that what you're saying?
That was the fantastic thing about grunge, though, right?
Oh,
Right?
we were still having fun.
Yeah. Those guys made a ton of money. Like Pearl Jam, they made a ton of money, man. That whole grunge scene, it was great for them. But yeah, so they had to cancel it right in the middle of the set. Although I played in a band where our lead singer got completely drunk like that one time and threw a punch at our guitar player on stage. And we had to stop the show, obviously. But yeah, things like that happen. I mean, I played in a band where me and the drummer from the one band got into it, where we had to stop playing because we were going to, put our instruments down and fight. We then decided to wait after and then fight in the parking lot, which then he quit the band because he lost the fight. Yeah. He was mad because he bought us a desk for our practice spot. And he said to me, he goes, "Hey, man, you see the desk I bought for us?" I was like, it was like that. It was the 10 o'clock in the morning show that I did the Battle of the Bands. And I was tired, so she'll tell you, I don't talk in the morning. Like, I need coffee. And he's like, said this to me. I was like, "Hey, great." He's like, "What do you mean, hey, great? You should be happier." And it just sparked a whole battle that carried over to the stage and then carried over later. But bands fight.
So the band was ended by a desk.
Yeah, basically. Well, his career with the band ended with the desk. Mine carried on. But yeah, so Stapp was visibly on drugs and alcohol during the performance, which led to them canceling the middle of the set. So outside of his work with Creed, Stapp enjoyed a robust solo career. He released a debut solo album, The Great Divide, in 2005. It peaked at number 19 on the Billboard 200 chart and featured the singles The Great Divide, Justify, and Surround Me. It was certified double platinum again. His second solo album, Proof of Life, was released in 2013. And his third album, Space Between the Shadows, was released in 2019. Other projects he's worked on include a cover of Creedence Clearwater Revival song Fortunate Son that he did on Carlos Santana's album, Guitar Heaven.
Creed and Creedence.
Yep. The Greatest Guitar Classics of All Time in 2010, an anthem for the Florida Marlins National League Baseball team called Marlins Will Soar, which was a song called You Will Soar. Relearn Love, Seven Hourless, and the Tea Party on the album. Not sure who any of that is. But the Passion of Christ songs in 2004, which you guys all know he's a born-again Christian. He had said that when he first got together with Creed, he went down the wrong path. He moved away from God and got into drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And then it was ultimately the drugs that took over and pretty much ruined his career. So he had the Passion of Christ songs. He also has gone on to several tours as a solo act, including an acoustic tour from September to November. And then he's written a book. And then this I found interesting. In May of 2016, it was announced that Stapp would replace Scott Weiland as the new lead singer of the band Art of Anarchy after Weiland passed away in December 2015. So he was going to replace Scott Weiland, which I don't know.
They kind of have similar voices. I can see it.
Yeah. Now this is funny. So the band, the Anarchy band, right, released a single called The Madness in August of 2016, followed by an album using the same name, The Madness, in 2017. However, in February of 2018, Stapp was reportedly sued by the band for breaching contractual obligations and refusing to promote The Madness on tour. So he was then thrown out of that band. I don't know. He seems to get thrown out of a lot of bands.
This guy just keeps fucking up.
Yeah, he's a fuck up. $1 million, right? In addition to his musical pursuits, Stapp is a published author. His memoir, Sinner's Creed, was released in 2012 by Tyndale House. And then I saw, at the very end, I saw this. And this article was on Loudwire articles. It came out August 11th of this year. And this was the headline. Creed frontman Scott Stapp claims he is penniless and living out of his car and hotel rooms. So he has squandered all his millions, and now he has no money.
Should have invested it.
Currently?
Yep. Right now.
Oh.
I wonder how much that cruise is.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think it's going to be that much money. And that's a little story of Scott Stapp.
Wow.
So every once in a while, we'll look up an artist and look into their life and their lifestyle and see how much money they make and all that good stuff. And see what their net worth is.
That's
I always
sad.
like to,
That was a sad one.
yeah. I mean, that's what happened, though. He got involved in drugs and alcohol. And let's be
Drugs are
honest.
bad, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Some drugs are fun, but you know it's all in moderation, though. But you know what happens? Like these guys go from not having any money to making millions of dollars and being on tour, and they're bored, and they start using drugs and alcohol, and a lot of them use, you know, like let's talk about like other singers, like trying to name a few, but that really got heavily involved. Like we talk about like Guns N' Roses. Slash was a heroin addict. You know, talk about Scott Weiland couldn't go on stage without shooting up heroin, or even come down from being on stage to go to sleep at night without getting high on heroin. And that shit kills you, you know. And if it doesn't kill you, it just blows through all your money. So that's like the trap, I guess, of rock and roll. But I don't know. I never really felt that trap, though.
Never did heroin, so I don't know.
You know. Well, I had surgery one time and they gave me morphine, and that's when I realized I was allergic to opiates. And man, I've never sicker, so I couldn't even imagine what that would feel like. But I've had some people tell me in the past that it's amazing. But also, you know, you can't trust any of the drugs anymore because it's all got fentanyl in it. That shit'll kill you. And
Well, that was the thing, like, even back in, like, 60s and 50s, like, all those jazz players are just like, oh, yeah, I did a bunch of heroin and died. Whoops.
oh
They said
yeah,
that? They said that? I did a bunch of heroin when I died.
Whoops.
There-
That was the
there-
EVP. Whoops.
There probably could be a song.
Starbucks.
Whoops. Get the Starbucks.
Could have been like, Charlie Parker.
Yeah, they
Charlie
do talk
Parker.
about a lot of those old jazz musicians
Sure.
that they did a lot of drugs, and they also talked about how they would go over to Europe and do all the circuit in Europe and do a lot of shows there, and drugs were readily available then too.
Yeah.
So going all the way back to that point too. So I guess in rock and roll it was always sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I guess that's like the thing. It's the lifestyle, shows, you got guys and girls there and people are drinking, having fun, right?
Yeah.
Satan knows all about that crap. He's there just waiting. Isn't that right, Satan?
Heroin.
Yeah.
He's instigating.
He's instigating.
No heroin, just whiskey.
You want the heroin, don't you? Lisa's like shaking her head. She's like, what? Go get the Starbucks. I can't understand anything you're saying over there. Yeah. Yeah, will say this. She bought me a beautiful little necklace yesterday.
Looks like a guitar
A
pick.
guitar pick
Aw.
with a guitar in it for the business. So I had something to always remember the business by. And then, how this came about was, so she shows me hers. Let me back it up. We're in the car and she goes, look at what I got. She's like, look at this cool necklace I got. Oh, that's really awesome. That looks great. And then she hands me one. She goes, now you have one too. And then I laughed to myself. I'm like, we have matching necklaces.
That's cute.
Right?
Aww.
Aw. Now everybody's going to be like, Jesus Christ, they have matching necklaces. What's next? A promise ring. A promise necklace. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we have matching necklaces. I thought that was the cutest freaking thing. So yeah. You guys are a great band. I was listening to some of the songs. Now, when you did Eat, Pray, Love, did these guys all play on that too? Or was that like a solo thing you did?
That was a solo thing. I was solo, and then we started playing together this year. So we're getting ready to record either later this year or early
As a group?
next year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working on live songs right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of unreleased stuff we've got.
And then when you guys do go in the studio, do you have a studio picked out, or will you be doing this at your own home studio?
Well, we were looking at the studio that Miguel Cafe used for their E EP.
Oh yeah. Audio Alchemy Studios.
Okay. Very cool.
Run by Jimothy Crumhansel from Trap House Rave. He drummed for Curse the Gods, whole bunch of old Cleveland hardcore and like, beat down, I think, music.
Oh, that's cool. And I have you on Crystal Palooza on
Yeah.
Friday. And then you kick off Crystal Palooza on Saturday. As soon as we open the doors, Miguel Cafe will be on the stage. Yeah, that was just a one-day show. And then me and Lisa were talking, I'm like, man, we have so many bands that want to play. Let's do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we met with this guy today. His name's Terrence Knight Productions. And he's basically going to be running Sunday. And Sunday's going to be, so Friday is going to be a lot of acoustic stuff, a couple heavier rock bands, and then some more like gothic stuff, like towards the end. And then with you. And then Saturday will be more of your alternative rock punk. And then Sunday is going to be totally different, which me and Lisa have never done before, which is going to be R&B, rap, and soul music. So we're covering everything. And we even have, I think on Friday, we have like a country rock person too. It's going to be rock with a little bit of country added into it. So we try to cover almost every genre there is. It's a new word for, never heard genre before.
That's kind of how I said slut tree.
Slut like, isn't there's a guy named Daughtry, right? Slutry? Daughtry? I don't know. Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that when we did that show, Crystal Palooza, and I did it as a in memory of my girl that had passed. So she loved all kinds of music. So that's why when we put it together, I said, hey, let's do Friday and Sunday so we can cover all music. So you saw Lucy's for the first time.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been up to Lucy's?
No,
Paul?
not yet.
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's a big dance floor. And then we'll clear all the tables out like I did for the show that you came to see that up there. And the stages will be really nice and set up. We're gonna have a light show, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm
Cool.
excited about it.
Ready to rock the house.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be such a good time and tons of music. 5 o'clock until 11:30 every night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Where I know we're gonna be exhausted by the end of it, but it ought to be a lot of fun. And just like the last one we fed the bands with, there's a pizza shop right across the street. It's really good. They got great pizza. And I know they have tacos and stuff at the club, and you guys get discounts on that stuff and drink discounts, but we are still going to go over and get the pizzas because they're really delicious. Wasn't that pizza amazing? That was great. So, Satan, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to play The Mist. This is a Cleveland band. I couldn't find anything on... I really like this song. But I couldn't find anything that was a recorded track, so we have to listen to something live. Okay? So it's called Over the Ledge. And take a listen to this. I think you'll like it a lot. The Mist. Over the Ledge.
Ledge. Sounds amazing. I liked it. Jeff liked it so much he didn't come back. So he stuck with me. forward to all the souls of the ladies' night next Thursday. Yeah, they're gonna take one home. They're gonna like it too much.
Satan, I'm sorry.
Don't fucking apologize now, bitch.
This is the third time in a row. The breaks get longer and longer. It goes so fast, though. Damn.
Well, that's what punk music does. It just goes quick.
Well, yeah, there are fast songs, right?
Yeah.
I like those. Well, I had one show where I had two bands back to back, and they were like 2-minute songs, 2 punk songs. Man, I get winded going up those stairs. Yeah, I saw you run up the stairs. I'm like, man.
All that ADHD coursing through my blood.
Yeah. So we have another member on the panel.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm George. I'm George, a drummer. I just joined these guys, Mike's Cafe, a couple months ago. Really
Yeah.
fun.
Been having a good time.
Excellent time.
Yeah.
I love these guys.
We're having
Love
so
playing with
much
them.
fun.
So much fun.
Great.
Yeah. We're also going to be playing a couple of shows, jam nights this week, getting everybody up to snuff on the set lists. Glass Arrows and Miguel Cafe. We're going to do Monday at the Social Room. That starts at 8. That's in Cleveland Heights.
Okay.
And then we're going to do Wednesday Front Street. When they do their jam night, we're going to do the same thing, but different songs. So,
You go up there as a band.
yeah. We're going to do Miguel Cafe with George on drums. I'm on guitar and singing. Tucker's on bass. And then Glass Arrows is Judy on vocals and guitar. I'm on drums. Tucker's on bass. Tucker's on bass on a lot of bands, too.
What Wednesday is that going to be?
This one. It'll be the Wednesday right before. So,
Okay.
right before the Thirsty Girl.
That's fantastic because I'm the chef at Front Street Social. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. Well, I'll cook for you. So I'll be there Wednesday, and I'll be cooking for all you guys. We have a new menu too. Hey Satan, while we're talking about it, can you throw up the menu that I sent over to you?
Fuck you.
Hey, don't drop your phone over there.
I got
That's
one
God
of the
getting you
mushroom
back.
burgers. They were good.
Oh, cool. The roasted mushroom burger, yeah. See, God got you back for yelling at me.
I mean, I could use some more garlic, but I grew up in a really Italian family, so
Yeah.
garlic doesn't faze me.
You know, I put a lot of garlic in the mushrooms, right?
No, I didn't taste it.
Oh, really?
I could
for
have-
you, I'll throw
I
more
could have
in.
more.
Okay, I got you. Next time you order, you let me know. I'll take care of it.
I also like garlic confit, where it's like you just roast the garlic and
Oh, yeah.
smush it on bread.
That's how we make the garlic aioli. We slow cook the garlic in oil until it becomes like candy, and then we just smush it down and whisk it into a mayonnaise.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. But yeah, I sent over the menu, and I'll show you guys. We kept a couple of the staples on there, like the pretzels and the mott sticks.
If you got rid of the pretzels, Dave Ziggy would.
Oh no, we
would
kept that.
He would petition for the. They got
Yeah.
rid of them, and he got them back.
So I took some photos as I made stuff. I spinach artichoke dip. That's the Keezy rice bowl, and you'll notice that the food changed a lot in its appearance. So we're making it more upscale. Those are stuffed jalapenos, tempura fried, and it's served with the teriyaki sauce. Those are banging. A lot of people like those. And then we have bacon wrapped shrimp. We have a couple mains that are on the menu. Bacon wrapped shrimp, and we have some like that's a soup that we ran over the weekend. A tomato beef soup with beef jerky in it.
Oh, wow.
Doing some cool, crazy stuff. And that's
the
the menu. And we took all the flatbreads off. We're doing pita pizzas now. We kept all the burgers. We added an extra burger called the Black Rose. And then 90% of it's all like appetizers that's on the menu. So you'll have a brand new menu to choose from when you guys are up there playing. And I'll probably send something out too so you could try it anyway, you know?
Sounds good.
So I've been having a lot of friends come up. Lisa came up earlier this week with her dad.
Oh, I must not be your friend, huh?
Hey, shit, man, I invited you and I invited Grape. Grape slept through it and didn't make it. And I sent out, 7 dishes to you, which you only paid for like 2 of them. Right? Sorry, Brock. Yeah, her dad ate
What
everything.
day is this?
Wednesday. I told Lisa to tell you. I know she did.
You can come
Yeah.
this Wednesday and see Glass Arrows and Miguel Cafe play.
I'm just gonna blame. I'm blaming it on Lisa.
I'll come out there talking about balls.
All right, no problem, man. Bring those guys with you too. We'll feed them. Oh, they have a great show. I love their show.
Throw me 3 dishes.
Yeah, I could get 3 dishes.
We were talking about
We're
balls.
talking
earlier.
about balls.
Yeah, they're not talking about those balls though. They're talking about baseballs.
We're talking about debutante balls,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about, uplifting Cleveland's female performers. Why not have a debutante ball?
Yeah, it's a good idea. There's many ideas you could do.
Everybody shows up do a debutante ball jam. I'll wear a dress. I don't care.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, we'll get Lisa in the dress too. She's never worn a dress in her life, right? No. Get you a nice sundress. A little
It is
sundress.
sundress season.
It is sundress season. Yeah. Stilettos, sundress. Yeah.
Wear a sundress so I can see that ass.
Oh my. Oh, trust me, you can see it. Yeah. There's so many cool ideas you could do at shows though in Cleveland. There's so many different things you can do. I remember when I first started doing shows, we used to do we do like a food drive because I lived in this one area where there was a lot of people that were really hurting for food and stuff. So we did like a food drive, and if you brought a canned food with you, you get like half off at the door. I think that's a really cool idea.
As long as you find like a good organization that actually does set it out and has people helping actually, instead of just being like those nonprofits that are just like, yeah, we end up like throwing away half of the food because
that
we can't
sucks.
like get it to the people.
You know, back in the day, places like KFC and McDonald's and like Domino's Pizza, they used to at the end of the night they would put that stuff and leave it out by drive-through, and there'd be people that would come around and pick it up, and then they would distribute it the next day to like people that needed food, but they no longer can do that anymore. They won't allow them.
Yeah, that
Who doesn't allow
corporate
them?
greed.
Man, I worked in so many different restaurants. Like I worked at this one restaurant. It was a Strip Steakhouse name. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's like a 4-star place. It was like fancy, right? And there'd be people that would take one bite out of their steak, and they would get these steaks that are like this big. Take one bite, and then that'd be it. They wouldn't even eat the rest of it, you know. And I would see all this food going into the trash. Like, man,
Yeah.
you know how many people you could feed with all this?
I would put my mouth as a garbage can. I'm a garbage bag.
Hey man, that garbage was like full of meat, like tons of steaks and whole potatoes. People only took like one little bite out of something, you know. And at the end of the night, I would just look at that and shake my head, and I'd just be like, "It's so shameful,"
Yeah.
you know, all the waste. And then there's people out there that have no food, you know, and how well fed they could be, you know. Just so I don't know if it's greed or whatever it is, but it's just not cool.
It's definitely something that
Yeah.
has to change. But
So, yeah, I want to tell you about all the stuff we have coming up because we have a lot of stuff coming up, and you guys are a part of a lot of this stuff.
yeah.
So, we have upcoming shows in August for Loud and Local. We have the DIY show that we're going to be filming on Wednesday and running it the following week. We have to pre-record it. Satan has a thing that he's got going on, and then we got all these different shows, and it's just gonna be like Sunday's gonna be a tough day to get everything done. So we're gonna film it ahead of time. So the next episode of Loud and Local is gonna be filmed on Wednesday, and it's gonna run the following Sunday. With that show, the following week after that, we'll have the Thirsty Girls News Report. So we have Lisa does a lot of the photography for us now. We're going to be having a girl that she turned us on to that's a professional photographer doing music. And she shoots a lot of the bands all through Cleveland, the larger bands and stuff. And
Awesome. What's her
She's
name? I
got-
might know her.
Amanda Rundle, right?
Okay.
Amanda Rundle.
The one I know who does a bunch of stuff is Devin Keller. She does like a whole bunch of the stuff for like when Mayhalls does all the stuff.
all their stuff too. Then there's another photographer named Nico, and she's a singer. She sang on my album, and I know her. She works with the Cleveland Underground.
Okay.
She also has that magazine. I can't think what it's called off the top of my head right now. She's probably listening to the show and like, God damn, I told you 800 times. I can't think of it, but she's got the magazine. She does a lot of photography, but we have Amanda Rundle, and she'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and she's going to get tons of photos. So photos will be available to you guys, and we'll be using it on our promotional stuff.
Yeah, I also hired my one friend to shoot for us on the
Great, right?
the 19th.
It's great to have professional
Oh, yeah.
photos. Not only will she be shooting stuff on the stage, but she'll get us all doing our stuff in the background, you know, setting up, getting ready for the shows, just hanging out and all that stuff. So there'll be tons and tons of photos, and those will be made available to you. And then, of course, if you want to buy some of the photos, you can buy them from her. I don't know how we're going to work that, but I think we'll have the negatives, right? So, and then the last show of the month, we'll show all the photos on this show of Thirsty Girl Thursday. We'll show the Front Street Social
Yeah,
one.
the Rock Supper Club.
Yeah, Rock Supper Club. Actually, we had to change that because we didn't want people to think that it was a supper club where you're going to come and have dinner. You know, you can come and have dinner, but we're not going to pay for you to have dinner. It's not like a supper club show, but we're calling the next one Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
A little play off Shakespeare, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
Shakespeare. And so yeah, we'll have photos from that, and then we'll have some video stuff, and then we'll have a lot of cool stuff to report on that. Then the other thing we have coming up is Redline Radio just had their radio awards, and I was just going to briefly say that Loud and Local again won most YouTube views. I believe we've won 5 or 6 months in a row now since we started it. I saw that Lee won something where I think it's best show shot from home. Is that right, Satan? It's a new category. New category that Lee came up with. No, Lee, I'm just joking. Yeah, then yesterday happened. So we have a lot of news to report, Black Rose and Keezy news. I've been pushing for Lisa to release some of her artwork. We have a show coming up at
Release your artwork.
Sacred Waters. She's a fabulous photographer. She does a lot of like nature stuff. I mentioned this on the last show. We went to Huntington Beach and she got pictures of the water, and like her pictures are cool because it's like the waves coming in, so you see the ripples in the lake as they're coming in on the shore, and it's like perfect. So I like those a lot, and I'm trying to push her to frame them. Put them up at Front Street Social, put them over at Sacred Waters. I think it'd be really cool,
Do it.
right? And then we could tell
Don't
them that
think about it. Do it.
just do it. She's so busy, man. Not only I keep her super busy, she's got her Growing Wings business super busy, and she's the GM for Redline Radio, so they keep you busy too, right? So, we booked some new shows. November 18th, we're going to be at Buzzbin, and we're doing a show called Zombie Prom, which the bands will be heavy like goth rock and some off the wall rock.
That's a Akron venue too.
Akron, yeah, it's a cool place. Well, Lisa lives 15 minutes from Akron, 20 minutes. So I spent like 3 days with Lisa, and we went all around Akron, Portage Lakes, and looked at venues.
Nice.
And Buzzbin was on my top list to go see, and we went there and I met the owner, and we talked at the venue and stuff, and then came up with this idea for Zombie Prom, and we're gonna do a whole theme of like make it look like the club went through the apocalypse, and it's gonna have like prom night, but the shit's gonna be burned. There'll be caution tape and all that stuff. We have a DJ doing music from industrial to metal to dubstep to gothic to all kinds, whatever the fuck.
Sounds
you want,
fun.
basically. Yeah, and that's gonna be cool. Then we booked just a couple days ago. We booked January 13th at Halo Live, and that's in Sandusky. And it's an entire church that's been transformed into a nightclub. So the upstairs where the pulpit is a big stage, And then downstairs in the basement where Lisa had her possession occur is downstairs. And that's very cool. So we're going to have like 3 bands downstairs. Then upstairs, we're going to do basically an all-star jam. So that being the jam night, you guys have to come out and play.
We played a speakeasy in a church somewhere around here recently.
There is a church somewhere in Cleveland, right? Where
The
they have
Rose Hip Room. Yeah.
That's right. I heard about that place. I don't know. I think it's really cool to have a venue inside a church. It'd be almost as pretty cool to have a venue inside of a jail, like Mansfield Jail. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if any band's ever played Mansfield.
Oh, they.
Acoustics. Don't worry about the acoustics too.
Well, I mean, they do the. What's it that the tattoo
In
concert thing?
Yeah, they do it outside, but
It's
they don't
outside.
actually do it in the jail. There's a big room inside the jail where there's a church inside there.
I
where
mean,
the
Johnny Cash
acoustics
did
are-
technically a concert in a jail.
Yeah, Folsom, right? Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do an all-star jam session up top. Wexford's gonna be the band, and it's gonna be really cool. I'm doing a Prince song. The reason I came up with the Prince song because they have a leopard print Telecaster. Man, your voice is so beautiful. It's like a cross between Fergie and Jesus. It's just incredibly beautiful. I don't even know why you haven't been signed to a label.
Described any better.
Yeah. And
Per
then
definition.
yeah, so we're gonna focus on the bands downstairs. It's gonna be really cool because it's gonna be 2 bands and 2 rap artists, and the 2 rap artists are gonna mingle with the 2 rock bands. So they'll be
That'd be
coming up
fun.
and doing.
Those are always cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like rock and rap. And Terrence is part of like his company does all rap, rock, R&B. I'm sorry, rap, R&B, and soul music, and then combined with us doing rock and punk and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to make shows more diverse.
Yeah.
You know,
Love it.
so show that bands of all styles can play together. 'Cause I know I told Judy this a bunch of times, and I tell this to everybody. I like to have my shows where it's not always one style of music, man. I hate to go see shows where it's like, so say you go see a metal band, and every metal band sounds the same. I hate that, you know. Or you go see a punk show, and every punk band sounds the same, you know. I like to hear how there's like, maybe there's a punk band, and then maybe there's an alternative band, maybe there's a gothic band, you know. So it's a little bit different.
That's I think something we try and focus on a lot with our music is we just try to do a wider spectrum of things and sounds.
Yeah, I think that's cool, and that's a great way to get fans too.
I just like to have fun.
Yeah,
It's like that Jay-Z cover you did. Man.
Oh yeah.
We did a 99 Pounds cover.
Turned it into a ska song.
Yeah.
oh, that's great. Yeah, that's what I like, man. I like when bands do that, especially if you take a cover song and you make it your own.
Yeah,
That is the coolest part.
there's not many I really like doing just straight up.
Yeah, like note for note cover
Yeah.
songs. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'll take like an original song and then take like the Rolling Stones "Play with Fire" and stick that chorus in the middle of my song. You know, just to have fun with it. I was gonna do it when we were jamming that night, but I was so messed up. I was like, I don't know if I should try it. I might fuck this up completely.
If you guys time, we can rehash that on Wednesday.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We'll have to get together because I've got some ideas for like some jam night stuff, but I actually want to like rehearse it before I go up there and just do it. You know, not like the last time I played. But all right, we're gonna jump to another song. We're running out of time. It goes so fast. So this is a band called This Summer. I talked to them. I was talking to you outside about it. That's why we were late coming in.
That Liminal Space album that just came out, I think. Is
Yeah.
what it was called.
Right. And yeah, they're really happy with their project and everything. They're a really cool band. Brock has a thing at Front Street Social where they do emo night. So I reached out to them, and I know they're going through something with band members right now, but hopefully in December they can get on this show and play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a couple ideas, and I got this band from Pittsburgh coming, which is not emo, but it's gonna blow the doors off of Front Street Social. It's probably gonna be the heaviest band they ever seen there. But so this is a song called "The Rabbit Hole," and this is a band called This Summer from Cleveland.
It's a really good one.
It's a great band. So Satan, this summer, the rabbit hole.
Shallow holes. To alcohol. As your memories fall out of your hollow skull. Comfort in the presence of the rabbit hole. So I'll show you Oscar. East skies. Watching all my empathy. Scenes of violence I recreate. To try and turn around my fate. And I'm stuck inside and
That was very cool. You liked it?
Oh yeah,
Rabbit Hole. That's a great
fan
song.
of that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that type of music. I like emo a lot, and it reminds me of like Taking Back Sunday a little bit.
I've seen Taking Back Sunday like 5 times. I love them.
Yeah, that's a great band. So yeah, that was this summer, and I hope I can get those guys on some shows. I tried to get them on some shows earlier this year, and they were super busy with their schedule.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think they play a lot of shows in Cleveland. I think they're doing a lot of regional shows, so they're always out and about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about. I have to bring it up because I saw it on his arm. He's got the 3 chevrons of the sergeant in the army there. Motor pool, right? Is that where you were attached to?
What you said, motor pool?
Yeah, were you in the motor pool?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
after I spent my
transportation,
days.
all that.
Yep, and attached. I was always attached to a support unit all the time. So.
Yeah, support unit. You know, they here's the thing about support unit, right? So when people join the military, they think, like you're going to join, like being a cook, you're not going to see any action, right? Or you're going to be in the motor pool, or you're going to be like a driver or something, you're not going to see any action.
Yeah, right.
Do you know, in Iraq, many installations were like, they would have jihads, and there'd be like, I remember one time there was a mess hall that came under fire during the war. And then there was another time, you remember that girl, I can't remember her name, where she was taken prisoner.
Jessica, I think. Was that her name?
Jessica Lynch?
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like
and-
mid 2000s, like.
yeah, remember the elite military special ops had to go in and get her out of that hospital, but she was in the transportation unit and they came under fire.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that story, but they battled for hours with the Iraqi soldiers, but ultimately couldn't fight anymore because they were outnumbered, and she was taken prisoner. So there's a lot of jobs where people don't think they're going to be under fire, but yeah, that's why in the military they train you to be an infantry person first in case that situation. I remember a story, the Tet Offensive in Vietnam. My family had told me about it, but everybody that served in the units, like cooks, chaplains, assistants, people that did like obituary service, they were all put on the front lines.
Yeah.
So there was like everybody was equal, and they had to do it because the Vietnamese were overrunning every military base, and that was on New Year's Eve. Was the Tet Offensive, and they overran a lot of army installations. But I just wanted to bring that up because I saw the tattoo on your arm, and I thought it was cool.
That's how they suckered me.
Yeah,
They told me, "Oh, you're a truck driver. You'll be fine.
Oh,
Here's a bonus. You'll be fine." Yeah, they got me.
yeah. Oh, they got me too. They told me, field artillery, it's a killer job, man. I mean, basically all you're gonna do is be in like this tank that moves around. You're just gonna have to load it and stuff and clean it. And there's not a lot of like training and stuff. And once you're trained, you just go to your unit. No, man, every day's boot camp when you're in a combat unit. So all you're doing is training the whole time, like for war. Like you're still doing all your PT and stuff. But like when you're like an office guy or you're working in a dental facility, on base, if you're a dentist for the Army, you're not having to do like PT every morning. That's like once a month. And then it's super laxed.
Yeah.
But guys that are in combat units, it sucked. I hated every second of it. So when the opportunity came to change MOSs and do security, I was like, yeah, I'm down.
I don't blame you.
Standing in the guard booth compared to like running around in the woods with a gun was way better. So, I used to sign up for war games when we would do war games, and I would just sign up and be the first guy over the hill so I could get shot and go sit down. For real, man. Like especially when it was cold out. You know, that was the first thing I wanted to do is just get killed, go to the tent, get some hot coffee, and not go back out there. But yeah, that's what my whole thing was. Yeah. I saw Sergeant like 4 times. Yeah. Never kept it. But I saw the 4 stripes 4 times, man. 3 stripes 4 times. But I kept losing my stripes.
Oh man.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was a model soldier. I was not a good soldier. But
I bet I'd be interested to hear what happened for you to lose those stripes. But
okay.
I
could tell you.
It's all right. I'm sure that's a story for another day. Stories.
I'll tell you at the show sometime. I'll tell you all of them. Well, let's just say I had a good time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one was I went out after we did drills all day or something. It was I was in the reserves. We were doing our 2 weeks. And the captain came to me and he's like, "Hey man, tomorrow we're gonna get ready at 4 a.m. We're gonna get all dressed up and we're gonna march in front of the general, right? We're gonna surprise him for chow in the morning for breakfast. We're gonna get all dressed up, all snazzy and everything. We're gonna do our cadence and all that crap." Well, I went out that night, and I drank Everclear, and I got wasted. And needless to say, I don't remember going back to the barracks. I remember this girl helped carry me, which I think I tried to make out with her in the field as we were walking, and which she outranked me, so I would have got in trouble anyway. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, or a promotion, right? So, I never told anybody, and I slept in, and nobody got up to do it and everything. So yeah, I lost my stripe. I fucked up, but that was one of them. That wasn't that bad. Yeah, good job, buddy. Can always count on me, man. I didn't have any intention when I went to 2 weeks to actually do any 2-week training, any work whatsoever. I was looking at that like a vacation.
Getting away from home. I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I had so much fun those 2 weeks, man. And I just partied the whole time. Great soldier. But so I want to thank you guys for coming in. I love doing this where I bring the bands on because then it gives me an opportunity to meet you guys more and talk in person. And then it really pumps up the show. I'm excited about it. I know Lisa's super excited about it. Satan is super excited because he's stealing souls left and right. Yippee! Whoopity-doo!
Joke's on him. I don't have a soul.
Yeah.
I have 2.
Hey, you know what? You don't even own your soul, they say. Can't sell your soul to Satan because you don't own it. That's what somebody told me one time. That was interesting.
Was that that church?
It was it was at that church with the venue where Lisa caught on fire when she had crossed over the border of it. She really got like physically ill when we went into the church. It freaked her out. Yeah, it freaked us all out. And as soon as we left the church, she was totally fine. Walked in the church, totally sweating, catching on fire. She was not herself. Stepped out of the church, totally fine.
Happens to me every time because I'm Jewish.
Still waiting for Jesus to come, right?
Yeah.
Still waiting, man. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I'm excited about the shows coming up. Thirsty Girl Thursday is going to be really cool. Then we got the show next Saturday. That's going to be cool.
Then the Saturday after that, we're playing again with Glass Arrows at Front Street.
That's fantastic.
We got one the 31st at Coda.
Nice. Oh, this is a cool venue.
Yeah, it'll be Miguel Cafe and Dueling Stooges.
Oh, cool.
And Co-Music and who else?
And
There's a new opener now.
oh god, the new opener. They still need to send me. They sent me their promotional thing because I'm making the flyer for it, and their promo picture doesn't have their name on it. So I've forgotten what the name of the band is.
Just look out for the poster.
Yeah, I have that trouble all the time working with I think we've worked now with 300 bands. I start to forget what their names are and who the members are, and I just get all confused. And I have to go through all my emails and messages and look up everything. What did I tell this guy? I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But let me say this: Coda is very cool inside. That's a very cool
It's
club.
a super, super cool place.
The only
Really
thing I
fun
don't
place
like
to
about
play.
the only thing I don't like about it there is it has nothing to do with the venue. Is the parking.
Yeah,
I hate parking in Tremont.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's all residential. It reminds me of when me and Lisa got lost in Toledo. We got lost in a residential area. Remember that? Lisa was swearing the whole time. Motherfucking residential area. Where the fuck did you leave us, Jeff? I'm looking at the same fucking GPS you're looking at.
That's how Skynet is gonna start getting us just rerouting GPSs.
Yeah. Well, you ever see those GPSs where people are driving on a bridge and they'll be like, take a left turn here, and they're like, dude, if I take a left, I'm going off the bridge. They have all that crazy shit.
I should have took the left.
Yeah, you'd be waiting for me. Right? Oh man, show goes so fast. We have one more song to play. Right? Satan's on his phone looking up bitches right now. I don't care what you say.
He's trying to find those stilettos. Those Croc stilettos?
The Prince Croc stilettos.
Yeah, because we already set it up. We'll be the Powerpuff Girls. He's gonna be him.
Yep. We'll be the Power Rangers, Lisa. He's on her phone too.
I just barefoot.
Judy June's on her phone. Oh. Is he having a good night? Is he listening to the show? No? That's too bad. He listens to the show when you're on, though. Yeah. Yes, he does. Well, anyway, Dave Wallencheck is the owner of Redline Radio. That's who I'm talking about.
What's up, David?
What's up, Dave?
Hola, Dave.
Hola. And he owns the radio station. He also has 2 shows. He's got Unscripted, and he does Steel City Renegades because he's a Steeler fan. And they do that on, is it Sunday morning or Saturday morning? Sunday. Yep. And then the Women's Health Summit is next week with a male guest on the show, which is it next week or is it in 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Lex Vegas will be on that show, and Lisa is also on that show as well. Getting on there and talk about men and how men fuck up relationships, right? Isn't that the Women's Health Summit? No? I'm getting the girl stuff? Oh, sounds great.
Halloween.
Oh, I always miss that show. I never set my alarm to wake up to watch it. Just sleep right through it. Nothing against that show. I'm sure it's great. I just don't want to hear a bunch of women talking about dudes.
They actually don't talk about dudes.
I think they're talking about dudes. It's the Bechdel test.
I watched the I watched the show about boundaries. I learned all about boundaries.
Just how women like in general,
Yeah.
what what goes on with us, has nothing to do with it.
What
And
goes on?
destroying the patriarchy.
What goes on with you guys?
Women things, watch it.
I don't know if I can make it through 15 minutes of that.
They talk about their nipples.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Was it like that other show in the 216 when they were playing with their boobies? No, none of that.
No, they actually show their nipples on that one.
Get out of here. Did they really? Two. They showed two nipples.
Yeah, they were both Timbo 2s.
Yeah. It was probably you with your shirt off, wasn't it? You were just like pushing them together. I got it. Yeah, I know. That's how you got through the censors, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch the Women's Health Summit. Might watch it since Lex is on. Would be interesting.
Rather watch it, dude.
Well, no, like that sounds really bad, but I think I'd like to see what he would say when they start talking about dudes on the show. I know Lisa's over there like they don't talk about dudes, but I have a feeling that this show they're going to talk about dudes.
We really don't like never on it. We really don't. We just talk about like our issues that we have.
Well, I keep hearing these issues. What are these issues?
Like, trying to be a single mom raising, a child.
Yeah.
Like that.
Ugh. Sounds horrible. I'd rather watch talking about balls. Talking about balls is pretty good. They do sports and they make it really funny. It's hilarious.
They're not talking about their own balls.
No, actually, when I thought that when I first came to Redline Radio, I thought that show was like talking about balls, balls.
Right. That's right.
And I was like, interesting show. What can you talk about balls, And no, it's about sports.
A whole show about it too.
Yeah. I mean, how long can you go about talking about balls, though, really?
As long as you want.
Surprised.
As long as you want, really.
It just depends on how into balls you are.
When a girl says, "Hey, man, nice balls," that's not a compliment.
I've always taken it as a
Why isn't it? Why isn't that a compliment?
Well, think about it.
The
She should
complimenting
be
balls
saying,
is
"Hey,
not
nice
complimenting
dick."
it. Yeah.
But
I'd rather say, "Hey, nice balls," than bust them.
yeah,
What if you're only, I don't know, like you're only just showing someone your balls. Like,
what if
they're-
you're all balls and no dick?
Well, that would suck.
Right.
You get complimented.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean,
do it.
I guess you could go on and on about balls. You could talk about old balls, hairy balls, small balls, wrinkly balls.
I think there's an AC/DC song about this.
Yeah. He's
We
got big balls.
the biggest
Balls of them all.
Yeah.
Right.
Aerosmith has a big 10-inch.
The big 10-inch, yeah.
Record of my favorite. blues.
She's over there just like, I wish he'd shut up talking about balls. Well, we talk about balls the one day, and she's like, oh, God, they're so disgusting. Right? Yeah, she's giving me that look at
People.
old hairy balls.
Wait, old people are disgusting.
People like you see those people like those old guys in the magazines. They're like old, ugly, sweaty balls are nasty.
What do you mean, sweaty balls? How do you know they're sweaty?
What magazine?
What
had
magazine?
old sweaty balls in them?
Wait,
What's it called? What's the magazine called?
Stag.
No, it was
Big, sweaty balls.
Is that the name of the next song?
He's going to wake up tomorrow. JF, I got an idea called Big Hairy Balls. She said to me, she goes, hope you showered today. I'm like, well, yeah, I showered. Nothing grosser than sweaty balls. I'm like, well, where's this coming from?
watch a little TikTok little dude. You know that little dude on TikTok? He was saying how the mom's like he's in the car seat and the mom's like, "What's the matter?" And he's like, "Mom, I'm sweating. My balls are sweating."
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's like 7 years old, too, and he's like, my balls are all sweaty. And she's like, oh, that's horrible.
And then the mom's like, "There's nothing bad about it's really sad you got sweaty balls." And I'm like, I was just dying.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Lisa has a thing against sweaty balls. Like, she thinks that they, like, you have pants on. I mean, it's not like.
I mean, it does still suck.
I'll tell you what really sucks, Lisa. This one will get you. You guys are gonna love this one. So, in the kitchen, it gets really hot, and I told you last night how when I wore those boxers last night, I hate wearing boxers when it's hot because my boxers get all weird and right. They get, when you wear boxers, they get all
Sure.
fucked up in your pants.
So we're talking about your balls now.
Yeah, I'm talking about my balls now. So, you know what I hate?
This is the male analog of the women's show.
Yes, it is.
The vagina monologue.
The Men's Health Summit. The Men's Health Summit, we spent an hour talking about balls. Just guy stuff, hon.
Balls.
Talk about balls.
Balls.
And,
We're not
so,
even talking about balls.
when I'm in the
Just talking about
kitchen,
balls.
sometimes my balls will stick to my leg, right? And then I have to like move my leg in a weird way in the kitchen because
Was Jeff in this magazine?
my sweaty balls stick to my leg. Yeah. Especially if you shave down there, then everything sticks when it gets hot. Yeah.
Have you ever used Nair? Like Nair on your balls?
No,
Oh,
I
that
haven't.
sounds
Because
like it would be terrible.
I don't know. It does the trick. If
Oh,
that's
does
what you're
it?
going for.
I feel
yeah.
like it would burn.
Yeah, I thought there's like a.
If you leave it on for too
itching,
long, then
sensation,
yes.
yeah. Oh, okay.
you could just bleach your balls, or paint them pink, do them pink, hair color,
Just bleach the skin. Pink.
make it look like one of those troll dolls, braid it out.
That actually kind of probably would be a little fun.
Yeah. Check out these balls.
Pink multicolored.
And so you'll have good luck at bingo later.
Those would be considered pretty nuts.
Bingo! All right, guys, man. We went on a tangent about balls. And I just want to say hi
Miguel
to Justin
Cafe.
out there on the show talking about balls. And
Sorry.
I think
We're,
my
we're
next
an absurd band. It's okay. If
The
things get
the
absurd.
ball album.
yeah.
It's the debutante ball.
Who's got the biggest balls of them all? AC/DC.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. I get that a lot. So we're gonna lead up the show. I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's a lot of fun. She's gonna fall out of her chair. So excited about balls over there.
I can add it to the list. Who knows when I get to it? I got a couple of good ones.
Man, I don't know if that's a good idea to put Nair on your balls. I think that would burn like crazy.
Just as that song title name.
Yeah.
I have
Nair on the
to
balls is a
list
great
just, like,
idea.
ridiculous names because none of my songs really have.
He has one of the horny sharks.
No, we got to figure out how to make these sharks horny.
Hey, they have sharks on cocaine, so horny sharks would be cool. There's horny dolphins. I heard that those people that go swim with dolphins hump the shit out of them.
That's true. Yeah.
It is true. There was one chick that got basically raped on a dock by a dolphin. Do you see that?
That's a real problem. Actually,
Yeah, it's a real problem.
Yeah.
You're-
Actually, yeah, that is a talked about issue.
yeah, male dolphins get
Dolphin
super horny. They get
rapists.
hard-ons, and when you're in the water swimming with them, they will try to fuck you.
And people die.
There's an episode of King of the Hill about it.
He was killed by a dolphin dick.
It makes that movie Zeus and Roxanne a lot weirder.
They're really hung. They've got huge balls. Huge hairy dolphin balls.
I mean, we could stay on the aquatic theme and talk about how orca
Oh, man.
whales are getting beat up by humpback whales because they'll like mess with humpback whale babies, and then when they grow up, they just like have a whole bunch of friends like, oh, let's go mess with these orcas so they can't eat the food, like go kill seals and stuff like that.
damn.
Oh man, I think all those mammals have like a hidden agendas. Like those dolphins in Florida, man, like raping chicks that are swimming, and it's not only just chicks though.
There's, like,
male
whales-
dolphins will go after anything.
There's
that has a
also
hole.
whales that are like going to attack like fishing ships. They're like, yeah, fuck this.
Oh yeah, then there's those whales that are attacking millionaires.
Yachts and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Submarines.
specifically specifically tackling the millionaires.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Maybe they're
Military.
military type. Like at one point you talk about military stuff. the Navy uses dolphins for sonar and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
And I heard that basically sonar was based off of dolphins' own use of sonar and the pings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys, so we're running out of time. I want to thank you guys for coming on. We're going to lead off the show with this song by The Commitment Issues. They're a band from Michigan. They're really cool. I want to dedicate this song to Lisa, and it's called...
Yo!
What?
Keep going.
He didn't even mask his voice for that one.
Off-road minivan. Yeah, this reminds me of my drive with you. So we are Loud and Local. I'm here with Glass Arrows, Miguel Cafe. I want to thank you guys. Have a good night, Cleveland. Peace.
Forget to hate you, but it's been 3 years waiting for the ring of our love. With nothing in your eyes, until the day just like you. We can either wait till you're comfortable, to need to end up alone. We can either kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or you can find a new place to grow your own. We can either wait till you're comfortable, it's not too late to end up alone. It's either kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or you can find a place to grow Forget to hate you, but it's been 3 years waiting for the ring of our
and had it talk to you when you were still alive. It's still here. You take that up to the screen. The next one will tell more.